We're going to continue with the latest on the coronavirus and our exclusive with NBA superstar Donovan Mitchell, who has tested positive, while his Utah Jazz teammate Rudy Gobert received backlash after jokingly touching reporters' microphones a day before he tested positive. We're going to speak with Donovan from isolation in just a moment, but first, Paula Ferris with the story.
This is the moment the first NBA game was canceled in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic after Utah Jazz center Rudy Gobert tested positive for the virus. The positive test coming just days after Gobert mocked the virus by touching all of the microphones and recorders in front of him at a press conference. The next day, Gobert's teammate, all-star guard Donovan Mitchell, tested positive as well. Mitchell took to Instagram to discuss his diagnosis, saying, hopefully people can continue to educate themselves and realize that they need to behave responsibly both for their own health and for the well-being of those around them. And over the weekend, there was another positive test in the NBA. Detroit Pistons forward Christian Wood, seen here playing against Gobert, tested positive. Now Gobert is apologizing for the way he handled the corona outbreak.
I wish I would have took this thing more seriously, and I hope everyone else going to do so because we can do it together.
For Good Morning America, Paula Ferris, ABC News, New York.
Our thanks to Paula for that report. And now joining us is Donovan Mitchell in isolation. It is great to see you, Donovan. First of all, how are you feeling this morning?
Great to see you too as well. Thank you for having me. I'm fine. You know, things are going well. Just in isolation, got a unique setup, but yeah, no fever, no symptoms as of right now, and I'm just blessed to be able to be okay.
We're thankful to hear that. What are doctors telling you right now?
So right now, you know, the biggest thing for me is just to stay in isolation and just be able to just keep to myself. You know, I have no symptoms, which is a unique situation.
No symptoms now, and you had no symptoms when you were tested. You didn't feel ill at all?
No, I keep making the joke when people ask me. I said, if you were to tell me I'm about to play in a 7-game series tomorrow, I'd be ready to lace up.
Wow,
so,
wow.
Like I said, I'm really blessed that that's the case.
And tell us what the testing was like for people who may have to be tested.
It's actually interesting, you know. So as you know, we all got tested, and you know, for me, it was for us it was a swab down the throat. But this was about 15 seconds of probably the most discomfort I've ever had, and I ended up crying, like tears came out my eyes once they started going up in this area. But it was definitely unique, and but I'm glad I was able to get it done.
In Paula's report, we heard from your teammate Rudy Gobert, and he has been very apologetic, and he has admitted also that he was reckless, though he didn't know at the time that he was going to test positive, but still his actions were reckless. Have you had a chance, and again, he has apologized, but have you had a chance to have any communication with your teammate?
To be honest with you, Robin, you know, it took a while, you know, for me to kind of cool off, you know, and I read what he said and I heard what he said. So, you know, I'm glad he's doing okay. I'm glad I'm doing well. I'm just really happy, to be honest, Robin, that it's just, you know, I hate to say there's two of us, but like it wasn't the whole party. You know, at the end of the day, neither him or I have children at home. You know, I know I have some teammates that have children, have some staff that have children at home. So I'm glad that we were able to kind of contain it as much as possible.
Thankfully, the vast majority of people will recover. But can you again, just tell people what your message is for them this morning?
I'm asymptomatic. You know, I don't have any symptoms. I could walk down the street if it wasn't public knowledge that I was sick. You wouldn't know it, you know, and I think that's the scariest part about this virus is that, you know, you may seem fine, be fine, and you never know who you may be talking to, who they're going home to.
You're in isolation. Okay, yeah, drink the water. So what are you doing?
Always got to stay hydrated.
That's true, always. So what are you doing? You're an active guy. What are you doing in isolation? How are you occupying your time?
2K, movies, and I think some of the basketball world saw yesterday, some of the guys are watching their old highlights. I've been doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
I've watched myself through college. I've watched myself through the NBA. It's kind of bringing back good memories, but you miss the game. You miss playing in front of some of the best fans in the world in the NBA.
And the school children, you know, all across the country. And I know, Donovan, that you're you're doing something to help out there in your community with that. What is it?
Yes. So right now I'm I'm working on a partnership with the Salt Lake City Granite School District. That's about 88 to 90 schools, about 66,000 kids. Just being able to provide them meals, and that particular school district in Salt Lake City is home to some of the most vulnerable children in Salt Lake.
Right.
I want to be able to give back because, this is, like I said, time will tell. You really don't know. Doctors can't pinpoint a date.
Right.
So for parents, who may not have the money, being able to not send their kids off to school to get food, I think is a scary feeling for them. And I want to be able to make sure that they're set and they understand that, guys like myself and whoever may have their back.
Oh, appreciate your generosity there, Donovan, and great to hear about your father. In all sincerity, glad that you're doing as well as you are, and appreciate very much you taking some time to spend with us. You take care.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Be well.
Appreciate it.
You got it. Thanks, Donovan. Yeah, he visited his father, who's with the Mets, and unfortunately came back negative. But you heard him talking about how uncomfortable the testing was. But he's the first one to admit how grateful they were to have the test.
It's so disconcerting to see how well he's doing and to know that he has it.
But that's the point, because saying that you may think that you're doing fine, but you just can't think of yourself, but to think of others as well when you're going through this.
Don't be selfish, basically.
No.
That's it. All right, great job, Robin.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.